Hey yogis, and welcome to my channel. I'm Kate. Today's practice is going to be a fun exploration of the more playful side of our practice. We're going to lead up to two of the poses that I like to teach. I don't teach them very often. Bird of Paradise and Tiptoe Lizard. One is a standing balancy bind, and one is an arm balance conglomeration hip stretchy type thing. So that clears it up, right? Grab a strap and a couple of blocks. You may not need either, but it's good to have them. Find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's have some fun. Okay, so we're going to start on our backs. Go ahead, lay down. Bring your feet in, bend your knees. Take a second here, feet flat on the mat. Close your eyes. Your hands can rest where they feel comfortable, and take a couple of breaths. Two more, big breath in. And a long breath out. Last one. Deep breath in. Let it go. All right, you're gonna take your right ankle over the top of your left thigh, figure four, flex that right foot. Arms can rest down by your side. Without using your hands, pull your left knee into your chest. Just feel that inner right thigh move away. And then slowly set that left foot onto the floor and lift your hips. Come into a bridge right here with this figure four. Hips stay level, right? And right side wants to dip, but feel it lift. Inner right thigh can roll down toward the floor. Take a breath in and lower your hips down. When you exhale, pull that left knee in. Inhale, drop your left foot to the floor. Exhale, lift your hips again. Yeah. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, pull it in. One more of those. Inhale it down. Exhale and lift. Inhale it down. Exhale, pull it in. Drop that foot to the floor. Bring your arms alongside your body. You're gonna bend your elbows, press into your upper arms. Lift your hips. Now you've got a little extra support here through the upper body. You're gonna pull your right knee into your chest, stretch your right leg up. And now take it out to the right. Boom. Bring it up through the middle. Cross your ankle, set your hips down, pull your left knee in. We're gonna add on to that. So drop your left foot, lift your hips, take your right leg up, bring it out to the side, and then tuck your right shin behind your left foot. Keep your hips lifted, press your right shin down into the mat, kick your left leg up. Drop your left foot, sweep your right leg out to the right, bring it back up through the middle, ankle over your thigh, sink your hips down, and now pull your left leg in. Full figure four, you can use your hands. Just a little bit of a raise in your heartbeat there. Yeah. All right, and then you're gonna pull this leg into a half happy baby. You got it. And we're gonna roll up, right? So along the length of your spine, you can use your left leg as like a little kicker here. Gonna roll up. Maybe it takes a couple of times. Come on up, this seated half happy baby. Pull your knee in, but lift your chest. And take your left hand across. Kick your right foot forward, lift your chest, and just spin it to the right. Low back draws in and up. Yeah. Bring it back through the middle, plant your right hand. Shift your weight forward. You can use a block under your left hand if you want. We're gonna step this left leg back, drop your knee, sink your hips, inhale. When you exhale, pull it back, Ardha Hanuman. You got it. Rock it forward, kick your left leg all the way through, come all the way down onto your back. Left ankle over the top of your right thigh. Pause here. Arms can relax. No hands, pull your right knee in. Work that inner left thigh open. And drop your right foot to the floor. We're gonna go into our bridge. You ready? Press down, lift those hips. I got a crack on both sides. Feel this left hip lift up, inner left thigh rolls open. Tailbone long here. Right glute firing, inhale. Exhale. All right, inhale, lower your hips. We're gonna move with the breath now. Exhale, knee in. Inhale, lower that foot. Exhale, lift your hips. Inhale, lower it down. Draw your knee in. Again, drop your foot. Lift your hips. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, drop your right foot to the mat. Arms alongside you. Bend your elbows. We're gonna lift the hips again. This time, take your left leg, kick it up. Open it out to the side. Bring it back up through center. Cross your ankle. Set your hips onto the floor. Pull your right knee in. We're gonna add the little whoop-de here. You ready? Drop that right foot. Lift your hips. Left leg up. Root through those upper arms. Left leg out to the side. Bend your knee. Tuck your shin behind your right heel. Press that left shin down. Lift your right leg up. Right foot to the mat. Kick it out to the side. Left leg up through center. Ankle over the top of your thigh, set your hips down. Now you can pull that right knee in. Figure 4 here. Flex your left foot, relax your shoulders, take a breath. And now bring your left leg into a half happy baby. Oh, yeah. And now same thing here, you're gonna kick your foot into your hand. You can use your right leg for the go-getter. And roll it up. Half happy baby here. Feel your chest lift. You got it. Work your right hand to the outer edge of that foot. Kick through your left foot, lift your chest, and spin it to the left. Back through center now. Plant that left foot onto the floor. Right hand comes down. Block if you want it. Shift forward. Kick your right leg back. Drop your back knee. Inhale, get long here. Exhale, pull it back. Ardha Hanuman. Root that left heel down. Feel your leg plug back into the hip there. Inhale, rock forward. I'm gonna kick your right leg through. Find boat, Navasana. Here you are, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, take a breath. Cross your ankles in, however you want to get there. Downward facing dog. Couple of breaths right here. Spread your fingers for the 4 corners of your palms, press down. Fingernail pads root, just pedal it out. Then take your gaze forward, tiptoe to the top of the mat. Fold there, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press the floor away, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, reach it up. Exhale, take it all the way back down, let it go. Halfway lift here. Downward facing dog, step it back and pause. Yeah, okay? Inhale. Exhale, knees come down to the mat. Take your right foot, step it back. Sweep it over to the left. Tuck your toes, look over that left shoulder, press through your heel. Everything comes back through center. Take your right toes, tap them over to the right, and then bring them up, swing it around, tap it to the left. Up and over to the right, and back again to the left side. Keep yourself as steady as you can. Sweep this right leg out to the right. Let your foot drop. Press to the 4 corners of your foot here. Work your hips to as square as you can manage. Walk your hands forward for puppy pose with this leg out to the side. Triceps wrap in. Feel your hands press into the floor. Hips pull back. Top of that left foot's gonna root down as best it can. Slide your hands underneath you. Take this left arm, reach it up. We're gonna thread the needle. Left fingertips reach toward that right foot. Press into the back of that left arm, sweep your right arm up, and take your hand, wrap it around to low back, outer left hip. Feel that top shoulder roll open. Release your right hand to the mat. Sneak your left arm out, sweep it up, and then just windmill it down to the mat. From here, you're gonna press into your hands, feel your low belly lift. Lift that right leg up, bend your knee, and just work some circles here. One direction, and then the other. You got it. Now kick that right leg back, step it forward. We're gonna come into lizard. Sink your hips down, reach your chest forward. Yeah. We're gonna come into Skandasana from here. So tuck your back toes. This right knee is gonna stay bent. You're just gonna dip your butt to the floor. And now we stay here. Right heel up or down, whatever works for you. Walk your hands forward. Feel your sitting bones pull back. So we're just looking for a nice stretch in this inner left thigh. Maybe down through your hamstring there. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders, press yourself up through center, and take your Skandasana to the other edge of the mat. Bending in your left knee. Fingertips walk forward, same deal here. We're gonna get that stretch in the right side. Walk your hands underneath you. Come on up. Walk yourself to the top of the mat. Plant your left hand, sweep your right arm up. Twist it right here. That's it. And now shift onto that left hand and to the outside edge of your left foot. Step your right leg back. Vashisthasana. Whoops, side plank. Crashing plank. Press the floor away. Now your right foot's gonna step behind you so your right knee stays bent. Lift your hips. And then drop your butt to the floor. Little Marichyasana here. Left hand to your right knee. Right hand comes behind. Give yourself a twist. Press actively through that left foot. Yeah. All right, you're gonna bring it back through the middle. Left hand hits the mat. Press into your feet, lift your hips. Wild thing again. Now this right foot's gonna step to your left thumb. Warrior two. Spin it open. Soften through your shoulders. Extend fingertip to fingertip. You got it. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Yes. Inhale, come on up. Straighten your front leg. Trikonasana, come out and over. Nice long triangle pose here. Press into your feet. Feel this right side hip deepen, your right side body lengthen away. You can take your gaze up if you want, down to that right foot. That's half moon. Hop your back foot in. Block if you want it underneath your right hand. Press the floor away. Lift it up. You can free that top arm. Take your gaze up if you're feeling saucy. And then a slow step back. Warrior two. Windmill your hands to the floor. Step it back. Downward facing dog. That's it. Rock forward into plank. And vinyasa how you want to. And pull it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale it here. When you exhale, lower your knees to the mat. Back into your table. Left foot's gonna step back. Tuck your toes. A little rock right here. Sweep it up and over to the right side. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale it through center. Take this left foot. Tap it over to the left. Boop. And then over to the right. And keep going. Rainbow it out to the left. And out to the right. I'm going to kick Ganesh. I'd rather not. Over to the left side. One more time. Tap it over to the right. We're going to land over to that left side. Press through the four corners of that left foot. Walk your hands forward. Puppy pose. Right here. Roll your triceps in. Press into the top of that right foot. Feel your hips draw back. Upper arms lift away from the floor. And walk your hands underneath you. From here, you're gonna take your right hand, sweep it up. We thread the needle. Right fingertips reach toward that left foot. Press into the back of your right arm, sweep your left arm up and bring it around. Half bind, top of your low back here, outer hip, whatever works. Rewind, left hand to the mat. Sweep your right arm out. Windmill it to the floor. And now you're gonna press into your hands, work your core, belly button back toward your spine. Lift that left leg up. Bend your knee and add some circles. Yep, circle it the other way. Kick your left leg straight back and then step it wide. Lizard right here. Feel your hips sink, your chest stretch forward. Oh, you can lower down if you want. Check in with what you feel like you need here. And if you're down on your forearms, come on up onto your hands, tuck your right toes under, lift that back knee. We're gonna skandasana, left knee stays bent. And now this time, can you maybe find some balance right here? Maybe. Feel your chest lift. Yeah. And then hands or no hands, we're gonna shift up and over to that right leg, skandasana right here. Same deal, feel your chest lift. Yep. All right, we're gonna take it to the top of the mat, hands or none. Right hand hits the floor. Spin your left arm up, give yourself a twist right here. And then step it into right side, Vashisthasana, side plank on this right hand. Press into the floor. Lift your hips. And now take your left foot, you're just gonna step it back behind you, lift up a little bit higher, and then sink your butt to the mat. Left hand comes behind, right hand to your knee, Marichyasana. Windmill it back, right hand to the mat, press into these feet, lift your hips. And now this left foot's gonna step to your right thumb. Warrior two, windmill it up. Beautiful, press into your feet. Flip your front palm and reach back, reverse warrior. Nice big breath into this left side. Inhale up through your warrior two, straighten your front leg. Trikonasana, come out and over. Keep rooting through your feet, spine long, take your top arm, reach it up. And notice if your right side rib cage is like puffed up, see if you can sink it back in. Nice long spine here. Yeah, half moon. Here we go. Shift it forward. Block if you want it. Press into the floor. Fire up that right foot. Roll your top shoulder open. Warrior two. Slow step back. Windmill your hands to the mat. Step it back again, downward facing dog. If you want a vinyasa here, you can absolutely slide it forward into plank. Elbows in, shoulder heads back, lower it through chaturanga, then sweep your chest through, all the things. Feel your shoulders drop away from your ears. While I'm eating our downward facing dog. Take your right leg, lift it up and stretch it back. And pull your right knee in toward your nose. You're gonna step it across and in front of that left foot so your ankles cross. Press into your hands. Press your tops of your thighs back. Then take your left leg, lift it up, and you're gonna cross that over in front of the right one. Same thing here. Thighs press back. Sweep your right leg up and step it forward, warrior one. Nice soft shoulders here. Feel this left or this right hip pull back, the left one pull forward. And the back foot can root down as much as possible. If your heel's up, your heel's up. If your heel's down, your heel's down. Take your hands behind your back. You can interlace your fingers here. You can grab your forearms. You can go for a reverse prayer, whatever works on you and your shoulders and your wrists and all the things. Gonna straighten your right leg. Lift up into your chest. Spread through your collarbones. Get as broad through your chest as you can. We're gonna come out and over. Out and over, like your chest can come out and reach beyond your big toe. Come halfway down and pause. Re-engage through your core, through the length of your spine. Press into that right foot. When you exhale, fold it all the way over. Hands still in their formation if you can manage it. Another breath right here. And then release your hands to either side of your front foot. We're in our Parsvottanasana. I'm going to grab a block here. You can have two underneath your hands. I know what's coming, so I'm getting ready. Okay, so we're gonna revolve our triangle. So left hand to the floor, to the block, you can bring it across. If you stay to the inside of your foot, it makes the next thing easier. Take your right hand to your hip, lengthen your spine, and just roll your right shoulder open. Feel this right hip draw away from your chest away from your hip. This top arm can reach up. Not in my world, not today. So it's up to you. You got it. Take this right arm, you're gonna reach it forward, straight forward. Thread it through the inside of your right leg and come to the outside of your left. So you're gonna grab the outer left hip. You see my fingertips? They're over here. Nestle this right shoulder in. Okay, now your left hand with the block if you want it, or the water bottle, whatever, can walk forward. And now from here, you're just gonna look underneath your armpit. Keep pulling that right hip back. All right, and then gaze back down to your foot. Your right hand's gonna come behind your right foot. So you've still got your shoulder nestled underneath your leg here. And hop your left foot forward and wide. So we end up in a wide-legged Uttanasana with this weird arm thing happening. And now come onto the ball of your right foot. Take your right hand and just tap your right butt cheek. Hello, butt cheek. Now we're gonna find a bind, left hand wraps around. You can grab your hands. If hands don't work, you can grab strap, right? And then from here, shift over into that left foot. Hop your right foot in, gaze forward. Take your weight back toward your left heel. Come slowly up. Press into that left foot. Press the top of your left thigh back. Scoop your right sitting bone under. And maybe this right leg does a thing and kicks out. Maybe you've fallen out. Come right back in. Okay? That's it. Bend your knee. You're doing great. Step it down. Keep your right hand kind of nestled behind you. Left hand to the floor in front of your left foot. You're just going to step your left foot back. Drop your back knee. Take your right arm now, sweep it out and up. Give yourself a little knee down twist. You can add a little quad stretch here if you're feeling saucy. Why not? So there's one, bird of paradise. Here comes Tiptoe Lizard. Are you ready? Take your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Pull your hips back a little bit so they stack over your left knee, and pull your right foot in so we have a shorter stance. Now, take your shoulder, right shoulder, come underneath. Here we go. Now here's where the tiptoe comes in. You're gonna sneak your right foot in, come onto the ball of your foot. And the webbing between your thumb and your index finger are gonna come over your Achilles, and your heel almost acts as a shelf, right? So I like to grip my heel. Now this left forearm is gonna come to the floor and forward. So you've got a wider distance between your foot and this left forearm. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Pause here. Press into your heel with your right hand. Feel your sitting bones lift up. Core lifts, right? And now hop your left foot in. Boop. Now from here, you're gonna push down, shift your weight over this left hand. See if you can pull your left heel in, kick it up. Yeah. Step it back, lower your back knee, take your right arm out, kick your right leg straight back behind you, tuck your toes, push into your heel here. Scoot your right knee back underneath you. Set your hips all the way back. Chill it out for just a moment. Child's pose. Because that was a whole lot coming at you. Oh, goodness. Okay, you ready? Come back up through table. Downward facing dog. We're only in minute 24. That was like a freight train. Okay, second side because it's fun. If you want to throw a vinyasa in there, please do. My wrist is acting up and my shoulder's not happy, so down dog is the place for me. Okay, left leg's gonna lift. Inhale, sweep it back. Pull your knee and you're gonna cross it over, remember? Left ankle in front of that right one. Just press back into your hips. Take your right leg lifted up, pull your knee into your chest, and then step that bad boy across. Ankles cross, thighs press. Good shit happens. Take your left leg lifted up, and then step it forward, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Come on up. Tailbone long. Pull this right hip forward. Sink into that back heel and into that front thigh. Inhale your arms up. Vira 1. Feel your feet on the floor. Yeah, here we go. Hands come behind you, interlace your fingers. Grab your elbows or your forearms. Reverse prayer. Straighten your front leg. Pin this left hip back as much as you can. We're gonna lengthen up. Broaden through your collarbones. Inhale. Exhale, bring it out and over, out and over, out and over, out and over, pause. Nice long spine. Left hip comes back again. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Keeping your hands, if you can, where they are. Don't panic. Take a breath. Drop your hands to either side of that front foot. Blocks under your hands if you want them. Scissor your inner thighs. We're going for our revolved triangle. Right hand on the block, left hand on your hip. I like the tall block. Lengthen here. And spin your chest to the left. The left hip pulls back. This left arm can reach up if you wanted to. It certainly doesn't have to. Not today. Take your left arm now, stretch it straight forward. From here, you're gonna glide it through the inside of your left leg, hand comes to the outside of your right leg. Nestle that left shoulder into your inner thigh. Walk your right hand forward. Feel this left hip pull back. Look underneath your right armpit. Hello. Feels good, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, now your left hand's gonna drop behind your left heel. Soften your left knee, step your right foot forward and wide, give yourself space. Okay, now you're gonna take your left hand and tap your left butt cheek because it's jealous of the right one because you tapped that one earlier. Yeah. And then bring your right arm around. You can find the bind. Use a towel, use a strap, whatever you've got. If your hands don't meet, make a little bridge. Shift into your right foot, hop the left one in. Core strong, gaze forward, shift your weight back toward that right heel. And come on up. As you move your way up, feel the top of that right thigh press back, feel your chest lift up. Left sitting bone curls under. Maybe your left leg wants to extend, maybe it doesn't. Take a breath here. If you fall out, just come back in, it's okay. Ooh. And then slowly, lower it down. Left hand's gonna come to the floor, still between your feet there. And now right hand comes forward in front of your right foot. Step your right foot back. Drop your right knee. Right hand comes under your shoulder, just sweep this left arm up. Give yourself a twist, maybe a quad stretch if you wanna add a little fun to the mix. And breathe. Okay, here we go, tiptoe lizard. Round 2, bring your left hand in. And now sneak your hips back. So your hips stack over this knee and slide your left foot in a little bit closer. All right, left arm comes under, just like we did before for our bird of paradise. And now you're gonna come onto the ball of your left foot. Use your heel as a little bit of a shelf here. And actually the back of your arm is almost like a shelf too. And now your right forearm is gonna make its way forward at an angle. I like it at an angle, kind of a 45-degree thing here. And now tuck your right toes, lift your back knee. And maybe this is kind of where you play, right? Feel your low belly lift, feel those hips come up. Press into that left foot. Maybe hop the right foot forward, shift your weight towards your hand. And then maybe this right leg lifts up. And your knee can bend. Step it down. Drop your right knee. Both hands to the mat. Step your left foot straight back. Tuck your toes. Oh, yeah. You got it. And then slide your left knee underneath you. Hips back to your heels. For just a moment, swoosh your hips to the sides. That's better. And then lay it down. Balasana. Child's pose. And let that shit go. Whether or not you nailed the posture, Tiptoe Lizard or Bird of Paradise or Warrior One, let it go. We're here to play and to explore and to push the edges and to learn a little bit about ourselves along the way. So be patient and kind. Okay, come on up into your table and sweep your feet to one side and roll yourself onto your back. And now for a moment here, let your feet plant, but take them wide, knees in toward each other. And take a breath. And just feel how you can relax into the floor. A little bit. All right? Walk your feet in about hips distance, arms come alongside your body. Press into the floor. Lift your hips, bridge right here, tailbone long. Start to walk your arms underneath you, interlace your fingers. Feel your knuckles press down, your hips lift up. Center of the back of your head's gonna root. Take a breath here. And when you exhale, release your hands, lower it down. Take your arms out to the sides and your knees over to the right. Spin your gaze to the left. Inhale it up through the middle, and when you exhale, let your knees drop to the left. Slide your gaze to the right. Bring it up through the middle. Soles of your feet come together. Let your knees, where they're still bent, open out to the sides. Little Supta Baddha Konasana here. And lift your knees up toward each other. You can use your hands to help them along the way. Pull both knees into your chest. And you're gonna walk your forearms across your knees as far as they can go. And now as you hug your knees in with your forearms, your hands, whatever you've got access to, right? Pull them in closer to your chest and press your knees into your hands or your arms. Create some resistance right here. Like you could iron out your spine. And take your legs and stretch them straight up. And roll out your ankles. Point and flex. And then soften your knees and just kick out your legs. And you know what? Take your arms into it too. I don't know. Let it all go. Shake it out. Okay, ready? Shavasana. Bloop. Let yourself relax into the floor. If you lay down in your Shavasana and you find you're not quite ready, if there's anything else you need before you get there, then go for it. When you do get there, feel your shoulder blades tuck underneath. Let your legs go wide, let your arms go wide. Maybe palms face the ceiling. If it feels more comfortable for you to have your hands down or on your stomach, then that is what feels more comfortable to you. Or just soften into the rhythm of your breath as your body softens into the support of the floor. Let your next breath be a little deeper. Feel the energy in your body bubble to the surface as you move your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready to, you can fold your knees into your chest. And roll to your right side. Pause here. With as little effort as possible, press into the strength of your arms. Bring it up. Comfortable seat. When you get there, feel your sitting bones root down and the crown of your head stretch up. Take a moment just to close your eyes. To come back to your breath. And bring your palms together to Anjali Mudra. Bow your head and honor your time here on the mat and say a quiet thanks to your body and your breath and to this mat that offers this opportunity for play, the opportunity to not take ourselves so seriously and to enjoy a little bit. Hopefully you had some fun today. I know I did. Drop a comment below, let me know. And of course, share with a friend you think might enjoy this, who could use a little lighthearted play. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Make it a great day. So Bird of Paradise is a balancing, standing, cut, fuck it.